Hey guys, Sarth13245 here today, and today I am doing a tips and tricks video, and this is a bit for you to know about Tanki online and what you should do if you're a beginner or if you're mid ranks like I am. It's a bit hard to upgrade. Just move this side a bit. Yep. So I'm gonna do a bit of tips and tricks. I will be doing this in my garage. I don't have many guns and hulls because I mainly use the ricochet. But a few things to know if you are a beginner and are needing a bit of help. So, for the first of all, if you start, you begin with a smoky. I'll tell you the smoky's advantage. Smoky has many advantages. As you can see, it does not have as much attack as you would expect it to, but smoky can be really good in long combat because if ricochet is targeting you in circumstances, if you hit it with smoky, its angle can be disrupted and you might even kill it. So smoky has the advantage of, disabling the aim of other things, especially with the shaft. You see a shaft targeting you, smoky time. Definitely smoky time. Okay, let's move on to Firebird. Firebird does not slow. Freeze does slow. Firebird is really powerful. Once you become the Master Sergeant, you can have a lot of hit to it. It has a lot of hit to it. Firebird, even if you die first, as the Firebird, there's still fire damage going on to the person that you are attacking. So it doesn't matter if you have a slow tank or a medium tank like mine, the Viking, it will still do very much damage to your opponent. Let's move on to the freeze. The freeze slows your opponent down. It will be great for capture the flag. Freeze. If your opponent has a flag, what do you think? Definitely freeze time for that time. And you should start using freeze when you are this rank, and because once you reach the M1, any gun with M1 is definitely OP and powerful. Let's move on to the ricochet. And the ricochet is really powerful. I have figured out one disadvantage so far. Well, that one disadvantage is if you ricochet the shot onto yourself, you will make damage to yourself. So pretend your shot has ricocheted off the wall and has hit you. Well, the shot will damage you. So you better watch out if you're playing with the ricochet. But ricochet can also be powerful when if you still miss your opponent's shot, it might hit the opponent from the back or the front. Anyway, the Isilda is the last one for this part 1 of tips and tricks. So for the Isilda in my terms is a medic. The Isilda can heal your players and also damage them. Once you target someone with an Isilda, they are probably very dead. And Isilda is best fitted with a Viking tank, I think, because a Viking tank is fast and has health, so it's average of both. Isilda, once you're targeted someone's Isilda, once you've targeted them, you will start healing yourself as you damage them. But an Isilda is a close range, so you must be very close to your opponent and have the Viking, as I said. You cannot have a slow tank with Isilda because the enemies will keep moving back and you won't be able to target them anymore. Now let's move on to our hulls. Let's start off with the Wasp. The Wasp is great for CTF or capture the flag because once you have captured the flag, you must get it back to your base very quickly. And Wasp has the best job for it. It is much faster than any other tank, but unfortunately cannot be fitted with defensive paints because the developers thought it was too powerful to have a fast tank with lots of defense. Let's move on to the Hunter. The Hunter has high protection and is also very speedy, but it's a very mediocre tank, which I don't think I would recommend to you beginners. But I have spent most of my time in the during the Viking. I think Viking has a high protection, as you can see on the page, and it has a very mediocre speed, unlike the Titan, because the Titan is so much heavier, but its advantage is it has much more health. So you might be different to me, but for you beginners and mediocre people in my ranks, would definitely recommend the Viking, and definitely will recommend the Wasp during capture the flag battles. Hornets. Hornet is to me just like the Wasp, but the Hornet is less speedier and less fast and has less defense. So it's basically a cheap tank with less abilities to me. All of these tanks have M1 upgrades, and I currently have the Titan and the Mammoth one. The Dictator is for next video. Okay, now I will go on to a battle for you. So now I'll show you another a tip or trick with a ricochet if you have one. Hey guys, I'm back, and well, I'm in a battle and I just got killed when I'm going to show you. So have you ever felt so angry having to self-destruct yourself, or your delete key doesn't even work? Well, the ricochet will solve all problems for you. Well, if you're suddenly going down a very steep hill and well, didn't happen that time, and if you ever fell off or onto your side with a ricochet, if you ever fell off like that, well, you must feel very angry and very agitated. Or you can fix that by just pressing the space bar and putting your hull to the side. Pew, pew, pew. Pew. And the problem is just fixed. And well, then you can carry on with your game and well, be first on the leaderboard. Well, that ends it for our first tips and tricks video, and the second one will be out tomorrow or very soon. So bye bye tankers, and it's Sarth13245. Check out the description if you want to become my friend. Please like and subscribe this channel, and yep, see you all next time.